Okay, I'm calling this the Pigeon, as in elevated pigeon, but it helps you remember it a bit better. So Lalo's gonna take a passive stretch. This is just like a pigeon stretch in yoga, but elevating the front leg makes it a little bit easier to get in for most people. I also like to have you guys have the foot hanging off the edge, takes a little less pressure off the knee. Play with it, see if that helps you out as well. The more that Lalo arches his back and rolls his pelvis forward, the more stretch he will likely feel. And then the more this leg is closer to 90 degrees, the more stretch. So if he were to, make this more 90, it would be more stretch. If he closes the angle by bringing his heel towards his side, that will feel slightly less stretch. You'll just find something that's slightly uncomfortable, maybe a 3 out of 10 discomfort. From here, we're gonna actually be active, and that's the big thing here. We're gonna start by finding the muscles that we wanna use. So to start, Lalo's gonna drive his ankle down into the mat. Now you can't really see what's happening, but if I were to try to lift his ankle up, I couldn't because he's pushing it down. That should activate the outside of this hip. The other movement is as if he's trying to lift the ankle up towards his chest. That should activate the inside of the hip. That might take a second to kind of form that mind-muscle connection. Once you have it, you're going to use those two pairs of muscles to pull through range and to push out of range. So just pull in using this stuff, pulling as deep as he can into the stretch, and then he's going to push into the bench, feeling the outside of his hip work to push back. I start you guys off with a little passive stretching. Take a second to figure out the range, and then we'll go 5 seconds for pulling 3, pulling 2, pulling 1. Adductor might want to cramp, and pushing out 5, 4, outside of hips. You feel like it's really getting worked. If you have a very small range of motion, still take 5 seconds, but you might arrive at the end very quickly. That's okay. Continue to pull even in your end range, and in the upright position, continue to push through the mat. This is the Pigeon stretch. Pigeon.